look so beautiful.
Yeah, it's probably because I'm pregnant.
You lost control of.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gray, and I am with the pop culture website CBR.
Hi, Gray.
Hello.
Hi.
I want to let you know that one of my favorite things about this movie is that I get all the tea from moms that I feel like my real mom would not ever admit to me.
Yeah. that tracks.
It's so real. It's so relatable, and I was just in it. Like the thornier it got, the more that I was into it. So
Then you're in the right place.
right on. I would like to know first and foremost, because like TVs and movies really enter our consciousness when we're younger, especially. So I sort of had a favorite movie and TV mom when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask y'all, like, what pop culture mom really made her way through your consciousness when you were young?
That's a really good question.
Why, thank you.
Well, I was going to say I watched a lot of Full House, but I'm realizing half the premise of that is that there was no mom. I know. So let me think again.
Except eventually, Uncle Jesse and Rebecca had the twins,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So
that's
I mean,
super
so
informative.
We're still like this because Full House is like legendary. I love how hard you're thinking about this, Will, as well.
I have a couple like The Mother from Good Times.
Yes,
like my favorite.
Yes, so funny.
I forget what her name even was. I know it was Esther. Is it Roll or Rolly?
Her real name, yeah. And was it like something like Flora? Like, this is horrible that I can never remember. But
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
am I?
That sounds right.
If that's the truth, then you're gonna find me dancing in the streets with that pull. But
Somebody's
Let's go
got to
with
fact
it.
check it. We got to see if you got this.
We're
right.
gonna Google it
sounds
after
right to me,
this.
though.
So when this movie gets realest and rawest, Brianne, is that scene in the bathroom, and I think it's so important for that kind of vulnerability for people to really understand. Because I mean, your character says like nobody talks about this stuff.
They don't. Yeah,
And-
it's not something I had seen in a lot of storytelling. And that was actually, Amy called me the night before that scene. And that was the exact question she posed to me was, have you ever heard anyone talk about their birth stories? Or have you seen this on camera? And I hadn't, and neither had she. So then we knew our only option next was to talk about our birth stories on camera. And I'm so grateful to Amy for having us take that leap and to help normalize some of these uncomfortable feelings and uncomfortable topics and hopefully make them a little bit less uncomfortable.
Yeah, that takes some of the power away from all of it. It helps us relate to each other. And these days, I'm like, anything that gives us more empathy is super important.
100%.
And it will, I mean, your character is so important to have there as like that foil balance. And I found myself relating to you on a different level. I was like, where's an unusual place that I have lived? Where's an unusual place you have lived?
I lived, I guess the most unusual, I went up when I was in between my sophomore and junior year of college. I went up to Alaska to ended up working on the docks. We were trying to work on a boat, didn't work out. So we got a job eventually at the docks, and there was a kind of a construction thing happening too. So we would either be working down at the docks when the fishing boats would come back in, and we'd throw them into the brailer and sort them. We were pitching fish is what it was called. Or we'd be doing construction. So we lived in the back of my Suburban for like 6 weeks. And then we had worked at this place for so long, they gave us this tiny little, me and my buddy Jeff Schwein, tiny little, like a motorhomey thing. I mean, so small, like, nowhere near the width of this room. Like enough to,
You're one of those people that I could know you for decades, and I'm sure that you would say something every day that would surprise me. I'm sort of getting that vibe in a great way.
I like good experiences. I mean, that seemed like I just like my buddy was doing it, and I was like, "Oh, I don't have anything going on this summer. What an experience!"
The
to have."
dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
dogs.
that version of it too. To like think we were eating top ramen every meal.
Yeah. Right now, I just want to go, cool guy.